Hi, we're going to see how to create your own website free, and we're going to use the easiest platform and the most complete platform, which is Builderall. So as I said, it's free. Just go to the link in the description and create your free trial. And after the trial, you can choose a free plan for life, or you can choose a paid plan depending on your needs and the tools that your project needs. And with the free plan, you have the Cheetah website builder and the email marketing, which is Mailing Boss, included. So you just go here to the dashboard, and okay, here you have it. Here you have the apps. Now you click enter and we get to this page. Okay, now we can click here to create a new site, and in this video we're going to create a site starting from a template. Okay, so we're going to select a template. Okay, we need a title here, so we're going to just say test website for now, and same as the description, and select template. Okay, and now we're going to see all the templates available, and here on the left we have different categories. For example, we have niche funnels or business funnel pages. A funnel is a website in the end, so we can also create funnels here. And then we have Site Express, where we have full websites with 3 or 4 pages. So let's have a look at the websites we have here in Site Express. And we have, for example, for candy sites, snacks, steakhouse, interior designer, tourist guides, food trucks, ice cream, financial analyst, restaurants, bar sites, nightclub sites, interior designs, just for photographers, for CrossFit, for doctors. We have lots of different templates for creating websites. So we're going to choose this one, for example, Healthy Food Site Express. Okay, we just click here, we select it, and we save. And now it's going to create it for us. It just takes some seconds to create. And here we have it. These are the pages that it created for us. We have a home, we have an about page, we have a page for services, and we have a contact page. Okay, so we click edit on the home page, for example, and here is the page, and we can edit everything that we have here. Okay, we also have a tour. We can skip it. Okay, I'm going to skip it for now. You can look at it when you do it. And we're going to see here the page is created based on some areas, some sections that it calls panels. This is a panel. This is another panel. This is another panel, and so on. These panels are just sections to group elements together. And when you click on something, you right click, and you see here all the things that you can change, like size, border radius, background settings. For example, you can change the color, you can change the image as a background. In this case, this panel has this picture as the background. You can use an external image, you can change the position. We have a lot of options for every setting here. These are the settings, and you can also change it here, change some things here. Like for example, we click with left click, and we pull this down, and it goes bigger, and now it's smaller. Okay, you can make it the size that you want. Okay, so that's for the panel. Now for the text, we have a text here, a text box, another text, another text. Okay, we can choose one and we can drag them, or we can make it longer, the container, because for example, if we double click, we can come here and type best. We can type whatever we want. We can delete this word, Best Food Express, or we can type it again, and we just click outside. We can make it smaller. We can move it around, and we can also click here to center it between this line and this line in the panel, in the page. Okay, In this case, we don't want to center it, but we can center every text box. We can also have several lines here. I can just type another thing like this, like example. Okay, we can change here the text, the underline, whatever. Okay, we can center, we can justify left. We can change the normal things that we can do with fonts. We can change the color here, for example, the blue color, you see, and we can also create, insert an icon. Loads this, and we have lots of icons here. For example, we can use this image as an example. Okay, an alien. And for text, the most common thing that we do is just select the text, and here we choose the type of text that we want. For example, heading 2, which is a little bit smaller, heading 3, 4, and we see a preview here of the sizes. Okay, so we can just choose the one that we want. And now we're going to see here on the right, we have settings for the text. Like we can set animations. We can set animations for almost any object, any element that we add or we have already added in the page. And then we click, for example, on this button. We can see a lot of different settings we can change here, including shadows, headlines of headline, border, the round, make it round, the border, and general colors. And for example, we can choose another color here. We can choose whatever color we want, and then we can change the font of the button, of course. The font color, it would be here, like headline. We can change the color to white, for example, like this, and it's readable now again. Okay, that's for the button and the text and the appearance, the design. But how do we change the link? Here we have, when we choose an element, we have a little menu on top, and here we have set link. And we can choose a different page from our website, or we can click here and we can type in whatever URL we want. We have different options also here, a lot of options for different targets. And right now this button is linking to another page, which is the about page in our website, which is already created for us because we chose a template, and so we don't need to change anything right now. We can change this image, remember, because it's a background image for the panel. So when we choose the panel, we can see here that we chose the panel, this little text saying panel. That's what we chose. Like here it says button, if we click here it says panel, and it also tells you panel that you're editing the panel here. Okay, this one is an image that we can use as an element, not as a background for the panel. So this element, we can drag it around and we can put it, for example, here behind the text if we want, or we can put it here. We can also center it. We can even duplicate it with this clone element. Now we have two images, or we can delete it. These are things we can do with almost any element. Clone a new element, delete them, of course, center them. Okay, we right click on the box, and this is the side menu that comes here, but because it's closed, it pop-ups here. Okay, we can reopen it here, and we have it here for easier, depending on your screen, of course, right? So we have the settings here. We right click again on the box to make it show again. So we can come, for example, here and change the border size. We can say right now it was 0. we can set it to 3, and we set border shape like solid, for example, and we see we now have a frame. It's the border of the box actually. So we click on the box again, and we can change the color. We can set the border to 0, okay, again, to disappear, to make it disappear. And we can also change the border radius, make shadow. These shadows are very, very interesting because we can create very interesting effects like this one, for example. And you can make it show like coming out of the screen. And with the image, for example, we right click again and we can change the image here, of course, which I forgot before to show you. We can change the image here. Okay, we can open the images that we have here. Right now I don't have any images, but we can upload any image we have in our PC. Just clicking here, select file, and upload it, and we can change the image that we are using. Okay, so we click cancel, and now we have more panels with more text, and we create whatever we want. We can even move things from one panel to the other panel. It's not restricted. We can choose, for example, this button, and we said, okay, we want the button here, so now it's in the other panel. It's a continuous page. Okay, panels are just to help us grouping things. Okay, and we can also use a background like an image or even a video for a panel. Okay, we put the button back there. You see here we have a box. Box help us group things, as I said before, and we can move them together. We can move all the things together inside of the box. Okay, and then we can choose the text, and if we don't want it in the box anymore, we can just drag it here wherever we want, and now it's not part of the box anymore, so the box moves without the text, of course. We put it back in, and now we can drag it around again. This is amazing. This is incredible how easy it makes it to create whatever we want. So now, what if we want to add new elements to the page? We can do it very easily, just coming here, add, and we can add a lot of things like text, accordions, which are things like this, for example, and we can edit any aspect, anything of the design. We just drag it and it adds the element here. In this case, we need a bigger panel for it to show up correctly. Okay, we have these things. When we click, they open up. Okay, and we can open and close. We can make the whole thing a little bit smaller or a little bit bigger. Okay, we can right click and change the general settings for the accordion group, or we can change the accordion itself, just this kind of button, or this one, or this one. Okay, we create more if we want, or we delete them if we want. Okay, in this case I'm going to delete it. Okay, and we're going to make it smaller again, like this. Okay, we can add more things here, like animated elements. We have this kind of loading bars, which are very interesting, and we can also edit the aspect ratio, the design, the colors here for the progress bar, the text, set a text counter, for example, many different things for this one. Okay, we don't want it now. We're going to look at more things that we can add. We can also create a blog, which we are going to see in another video. Okay, we can also add a booking app to this website, so that we can have, for example, a restaurant with a booking page where people can book for a dinner, for example, for a hotel or whatever we want. Okay, and we can have different boxes, like this box that we already saw before, okay, with different designs. They are useful for grouping things and move them around together, but also for creating the design that we want for the page. Okay, then we have buttons, we have email marketing forms, because this is where we integrate our form with the email marketing app if we want to create funnels or to create a contact form, because we have a contact form here also. We have galleries, and we have iframes to insert another page from an external page, for example. We have lines that we can insert like this, and you can see we just drag and drop wherever we want, and it creates our line. We can also here turn things around, and it works with almost anything. Like this, we turn it like 90 degrees, for example, or we can just set it a little bit like this to make it look different. And we can also do it with text. We can move the text a little bit to let me take the handle, and we can just turn it a little bit like this, like that. And okay, like this, we make a different kind of text that looks different, and maybe it's a better way to call for people's attention. So let's see what else we can add from elements. Okay, here we can add images, lines, a magic form, which is specialized kind of form for Builderall, and menus. We have, like, for example, different kind of menus, like this one here. And this, by the way, is a panel also. This is also a panel. You see, here we have settings, panel, and we can make the panel bigger or smaller. We can also do it here. Sometimes it's easy with the arrows. And we can add more elements here. We have lots. Social bars, for example, for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. Here we can configure general settings, for example, orientation. We want it vertical. Different things that we can add, okay? And what else do we have here? Timers, video. We can add video, and we can add a panel. I'm gonna add a panel and show you a blank panel. Okay, we have a blank panel right now here at the bottom. You see this one is, by the way, a box with a a mailing boss form, because it's integrated with an email marketing mailing boss from Builderall. And in this white panel that we added, we have a text. I'm going to delete it, and I'm going to show you how to add. We choose the panel, how to add a video. Here we have the video, YouTube, email, whatever. We can choose, for example, this one. We right click on the video, and in general settings you can paste here the URL for the video that you want. Okay, and now you can even choose here if you want it to start at a different moment, in a different second of the video, or finish on a different moment of the video. So you can also autoplay or loop the video. So different settings for the videos, as for any element that we have on the page, of course. And we can just drag here and make it bigger. We can drag it and position it where we want. We can even center it like this. Okay, now we have our video. We want it a little bit bigger in the panel. We make the panel a little bit bigger and we put it in the center like this. You see these lines, these green lines that we see on the screen are for helping us when we want to place the element at the center or aligned with different elements. You see this is right now aligned with this text. Okay, so we have different options and you can create whatever page you want. And we're going to see one of the most powerful ways to just add new sections, new panels with predefined content, which we can then modify by ourselves. And this is adding panels here, and we have different pre-made templates for panels. So we can create a page from scratch or from a template like we did, and we also can create pages or add content to the pages using these panels, pre-made panels. So first of all, for example, we're going to see that we have a lot of different designs, like this one for a restaurant, for example, this one for interior designers, this one for travels, for interior designs again, personal organization, painters, nightclubs. So we have lots of different designs for personal trainers. So it's amazing, and with the combinations of all these panels and the templates for the websites, we can create thousands of websites. So here, this is just for the first fold category. We have 3-step thank you page, animated video, different categories here, blogs, like content, blog content. Okay, so just add this one, for example. Let's add this one. We just click and it's added, and it's added right down here. You see, now we have it here, and we can edit, move it around, change the text like this, as simple as any other text, and we say hello, how are you, and this includes this mailing boss form already, or we can delete it, we don't need it. Okay, just examples that we can change whatever we want. We can just right click on the panel and open this again, which I like better. We right click on the panel and we can go to, where is it, background settings, and change the background if we want. Right now it's showing this image, but we can just choose a color, for example. Here we choose a color. It's not showing because we have the image. We close it, but we can delete the image, and now it's showing. Now the color is showing. So we can use different panels and just add the panels and create our websites like that. And then here, when we right click on the panel or in any panel of the page, we have these order panels here, and we can come here and see all the panels that we have, and we just drag it around. Like, for example, I'm going to put it here under the menu, because the black panel is the menu. In this case, it could be different color in our website. Right now, this one is the black menu that we have on top of the page. So we put it right below the menu, and we click move. And now it's going to move it, and it's going to show on top of the page, not down here, this panel. Let me see. Okay, now it's not down here anymore. We just go up and it's up here. So we can create pages as easy as adding panels, different panels. We're going to see more panels that we can add here, just for you to get an idea of what we can do. Okay, so we come here, we have ask page, blogs, bridge page, call to action. For example, we're selling something, or we want them to click our button and visit another page, whatever we want. We have a lot of different pre-made panels here in this category, as well as the rest of the categories. And we have this one, for example, business banners for restaurants, for more restaurants, for interior design, for traveling, tourist guides. So lots of different things. Let's see the content. Pricing tables. This is a good one also for creating very fast panels, just like this, with these designs, like this one, for example. We click it, and now it's added at the bottom of the page, and we have a pricing panel just right away. So we can come here and change this one and say, for example, my plans are not called like this, not professional plan, so we call it the premium plan, for example. Okay, and we just click outside. We can change the price, like, okay, this is 79, no, like 59, for example. So when you are done with your page, you just click save, which I recommend to do very often. It's good to save very often. So you click save, and the page is saving. It's saved now, and you click here. Do you want to publish this site? Yes, that's fine. You just click there, and now your website is live. It's published here on this URL that it gives you. This is my specific URL, of course, and you can visit the website here. You just click there, and you can see the live version of the website. You see? We also have the video, the video that was already playing because it was on autoplay. And you can see how easy it is to create a website like this. You can create new pages. We have the pages here, for example, the rest of the pages, which you can edit the same way as we already did with this one. So if you haven't done it yet, you can go right now to the description of this video and click on the link to create your free trial. And after the trial, you can choose a free plan or a paid plan depending on your needs. So I hope it's useful, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.